Hello, welcome back to the Wrestling Newsroom. I'm your host, All Things Wrestling, and today we're going to be looking at all the WWE and TNA news of the last 4 days. We start with an update on Jerry the King Lawler's WrestleMania status. Glenn Moore, along with Jerry the King Lawler, are hosting a new podcast called Dinner with the King. We learned from the first episode that launched on Thursday that first of all, they'll be releasing a new episode every Wednesday. During the first episode, Jerry the King Lawler revealed he'll be doing commentary during one WrestleMania match, which one, maybe Undertaker or Triple H, that'll be interesting, and appearing on the pre-show. He also goes over his new contract with WWE, including where and when he got a phone call from WWE on the status back in December. It was later followed by a phone call from Vince McMahon. So yeah, very interesting. If you do want to check that out, find the first episode, which is already up. It'll be very interesting listening for you. Oh, and now during this week's Talking Smack, the best one ever, there was an exchange between Daniel Bryan and The Miz, which people got people talking. Here's what the exchange was. You want to be a wrestler, you can't be a wrestler because of your head. It's okay, it's alright. He went, I can't, or they won't let me. We'll see in a year and a half. Dave Meltzer believes there's a chance that Daniel Bryan will wrestle for New Japan Pro Wrestling once his WWE contract expires in a year and a half, since it's not frozen. Meltzer noted that he's going to do what very few would do, since Bryan will be leaving a lot of money behind by leaving WWE. Even if Bryan does wrestle outside WWE, Meltzer says it may not be healthy for him to wrestle. It is a very awkward situation, but it has been noted that multiple doctors have cleared Daniel Bryan to wrestle. It's only WWE doctor that will not clear him. So we'll have to see where this story goes from there. Oh, and Eli Drake has been making a lot of noise in the scene. First of all, he had an interview with the Art of Wrestling podcast explaining why he didn't end up in WWE. He got blacklisted. So in 2008, I had a tryout with WWE at Raw. It was in Philadelphia or maybe Washington, D.C. I worked a dark match. They loved it. They brought me back the following week. They wanted me to go to Philadelphia and Connecticut. I went to Philadelphia. Jamie Noble was making sure I worked ahead of everyone so that the agent saw me, because he's certain that I was going to get a job. The next day on Tuesday, without too many details, I showed up an hour late like an idiot. That was pretty much the end of the road for me, and they wouldn't touch me for they wouldn't even talk to me or answer my phone for over 2 years. Well, he was like, I separated my shoulder maybe a week before that, and I was in a lot of pain, so I just kept thinking maybe I should go somewhere and get checked out. I went to one place, I had a long wait. I went to another place, the X machine wasn't working. I went to another place, they weren't accepting walk-ins. I said, screw this, I'm going to go to the gym and get pumped and go to the arena. As I get to the gym, there was a physiotherapy place right next door. I go get them to check it out. She takes her sweet time, but it feels great. Then I'm like, okay, there's only a limited time, but I can't go there flat, especially in 2008. It's much more of a body guy business. I was like, let's get pumped on. Maybe they won't notice if I'm half an hour late. Well, half an hour turned into an hour. Stupid me. By the time I got there, everyone's bags were unpacked and they were already in the ring. Now his relationship with WWE, I'm on great terms with him now. One of the greatest things that I've ever done, at least personally to me as well. I don't mean slit his ass up, but I actually really like Canyon Seaman. A funny name as he has, he's a good dude, but he hasn't always been nice, and we've always been very open with each other and straightforward. He can say what he feels, I can say what I feel. I've always enjoyed that. At the same time, the regime before him, you didn't know you were getting from one day to another. It was very frustrating, and that's when I found out that I was on some kind of blacklist for 2 years. I had no idea, but then I guess who responsible for got fired. That's when Kanye came in. He's been cool to me since day one. There's been a little bit of adversity here and there. What happens when I was in NXT with Bill, I didn't get along with Bill DeMont. You know, the arsehole. The absolutely diabolical human being from the stories we've heard, which a lot of people say surprise, surprise. But even with him, I didn't have anything to say negative. I mean, there were certain days we had plenty bad to say about him, but as a whole, in general, it was weird. Some days we'd get along wonderful, and some days it was hot and cold, but still, in general, I don't have a bad thing to say about the experience. Maybe WWE would debut on the horizon when his contract ends. Oh, and now Bully Ray did an interview with TV Insider talking about debuting with Ring of Honor. He talked about joining the promotion. I've been a fan of Ring of Honor since they started. Number one reason I like the company is because it reminded me of ECW. Wrestlers in the company always had a passion to put on the best possible matches and product they could. The fans are also extremely passionate as well. Ring of Honor is known for having great energy and a great vibe attached to it. I knew at some point in my career I wanted to be a part of it. It was a perfect opportunity to me. I have a lot of offers coming my way in the past couple of months. Nothing was perfect fit, but then I started speaking to Ring of Honor and it went really good. And what he hopes to achieve in Ring of Honor. I legitimately want to work with the entire company in the ring and behind the scenes. I would love to get in there with guys like Jay Lethal, Briscoes, have some really good matches and tell some stories that fans can invest in, which I think would be a new and exciting for Ring of Honor. Outside the ring, I want to help guys with character development. One thing I've learned through the years from Paul Heyman and Vince McMahon is that it's all about character and storylines and emotional investment. If you can get these guys from Ring of Honor bringing out their characters forward a bit more and having them tell them better stories, and their matches are going to be more... I kind of equate right now to what Terry Funk did for ECW in 1995. By no means am I comparing myself to Terry Funk, the legend, and a far greater than I had hoped to be. However, in 1995, he lent his name to ECW to help move the company forward and take steps to be viewed by more fans, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'll give you credit there, mate. You're trying to make the company better. I hope you succeed. I've met you. You're a scary man. That's all I can say. If you meet him, he's quite intimidating. Anyway, E-Online has an article on Brie Bella gracing the cover of Pregnancy and Baby magazine, and her daughter's name will be Birdie Jo Danielson. Oh, God. Birdie. She mentions that Daniel Bryan and her wanted the child to have the name beginning with a B. What, is Bethany not good enough for you? I'm trying to think of other B name. Okay, Birdie is apparently going to be the name of your lingerie line with your sister. It's also the name of Emma Blackery's gaming channel, Birdie Boots. What in the hell is wrong with you? That name is shit. Birdie. You have actually got to be kidding me. Birdie. I knew I was going to take the piss out of something on this, and that is definitely it. Ooh, okay, now let's move on. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, it appears that Josh Barnett has already finished with Impact Wrestling. They shot 2 different endings for the title matches with Lashley, with the idea being that the new management would go with the ending that fits their vision. Barnett wasn't brought in for the last set of tapings, and there was no indication that he'll be back. John Garabic, whatever his name is, John G, was the one who booked him in the first place, but he's out of power as far as creative goes. So that's a shame. I liked him. And our PW Insider are reporting that Bully Ray did not return to Impact Wrestling due to being odds over creative plans for him. It was previously reported that Bully Ray was penciled in for a main event role if he did return to Impact, but once he did not agree to terms, Impact decided to sign a Patron to a deal. They also mentioned that Bully Ray did return to Impact. It believed that Velvet Sky, Bully Ray's real-life girlfriend, would also have returned to the company. Oh, a shame. I like Velvet Sky. That would have been good. Oh, and now Matt Hardy, who features prominently in this. As you should know if you watched Impact, they wrote him out. First of all, Matt went, "If the Anthony Howell men do not air tonight's expedition of gold, Vanguard 1 will procure the CWF video footage in our podcast tonight." They did write them out by having Kay reappear with the tag team titles. Matt responded to the statement with the tweets, "What is this chicanery? No being can teleport without being in direct contact with the incomparable Vanguard 1 Anthem Owl Men. As always, I will bring light as I've asked Vanguard 1 to upload the actual footage from the CWF Mid-Atlantic Expedition." Okay, if you could get from that, yeah, Matt Hardy is going to leak it, and I do actually need to find it and watch that footage. I haven't found it yet. Oh, and Matt Hardy talked to TMZ Sport, and he said he's in talks with multiple wrestling organisations, including WWE, but he said, "If Mick McMahon messes with my broken brilliance, I will delete him." Which was great. So that might mean that the Ring of Honor is a short-term contract if he is in talk with multiple companies. I cannot wait to see what happens. Oh, and it has been confirmed that Brock Lesnar is currently expected to win the Universal title from Bill Goldberg at WrestleMania. Goldberg's contract expires after the event. Even if he signs a new deal with the company, it's unlikely that Goldberg will beat Lesnar yet again. I'd just say let Joe or Nakamura have it. Yeah, Nakamura. Have Nakamura just kill everybody. Please. Nakamura. And then Gail Kim, who's been out of action since October, gave an update on her status. Not officially signed, but always with Impact. My home, and I'll hopefully be on the return soon. Don't count me out. So she's not signed. Interesting. Oh, and now this is the funniest story of the day. Former WWE superstar Marty Jannetty wrote on Facebook that he was offered to do pornos. To all my ninjas, I want y'all advice. I just got a call, $150,000 for 3 porno movies. I cannot say the name, but they're a big company. Thinking about my bro Snoop having something to do with this. Check this out. I'd be great. I'd get to tear up some beautiful bitches, but as my brothers said, my family could see that. My thought is, why is my family watching porno? Then gonna judge me. What do you all think on that? I haven't actually read that. Oh my god. Just do it. Why not? There's been enough wrestling porn out there. Why the fuck not? Oh god. My Jannetty porn. Great. Oh, and in an interview with somebody, Billy Ray reveals the character came very close to debuting in a WWE ring. We came one day away in August from debuting Bully Ray in WWE. At the last second, the decision was made not to go forward with it. Bully Ray was ready to go, but that's all I can tell you. That one day away, and they had to pull the plug on it. He also commented about returning to Impact Wrestling. At the last minute, TNA came hard and heavy and made it a significant offer. But the way I look at this, if I can't go back to a place and top what I did before, that's kind of pointless. I'm not blowing smoke up my own ass here. Bully Ray was on top as a heel in TNA. I generated ratings. Me and Jeff Hardy drew the biggest TNA house of all time at Lockdown, and I had my run with Hulk and Singh. If you take a look at the landscape of TNA and their locker room, I don't have anyone to top what I did before. Fair enough, mate. Make new challenges for yourself. You're not going to go backwards, are you? So I'll give you credit for that. Oh, and now going to Deadline.com, John Cena has signed on to co-star the new upcoming Daddy Home sequel. Cena had a cameo in the original film, but reportedly will have a much larger role in the sequel film and is scheduled to begin filming after WrestleMania. It's expected that Cena will have another extended hiatus from WWE. He will be starring in the film alongside Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell. I need to watch the first one, to be honest. Oh, now a very interesting story. It's expected that Chris Jericho will be taking time off WWE after WrestleMania to work with his band Fozzy in an upcoming May tour for the band. Their tour dates have been revealed, but it's interesting to note that there is no Monday dates currently scheduled in their tour. Very, very interesting. Ooh. And now this is Eli Drake's second thing. Eli Drake became upset and confronted Jeff Jarrett about shots being fired at the old regime. He just went straight to Jarrett and spoke with both Jarrett and Bruce Pritchard, feeling quite upset about it. As burying the old regime, it upset quite a lot of the people because they felt it was a shot at everybody, and with them working on such hard times, they didn't feel like they deserved that. But by the end of the night of the first tapings, they kind of saw the opportunity, even with mixing with GFW talent. So, fair enough, Eli Drake got his confrontation. It wasn't ugly or anything, I've heard. Oh, and now WWE presents UK Championship Live, Norwich, England, this May. WWE comes to Norwich, England for the first time ever with WWE presents UK Championship Live from Epic Studios on Saturday, 6th of May at 7 p.m. and Sunday, 7th of May at 5 p.m. Tickets go on sale to Friday, 1 p.m. Last Friday, so 2 days ago, at livenation.co.uk. Please buy them now. Support WWE. Well, I am a WWE spokesperson. No, I'm not. Sorry. Please don't kill me, WWE. Fans will see the inaugural UK champion Tyler Bate, plus Trent Seven, Pete Dunne, Mark Andrews, Wolfgang, Tyson T-Bone, Sam Gadwell, James Drake, Joseph Connors, Dan Maloney, and Saxon Huxley. Also appearing will be superstars from WWE Cruiserweight Division 205 Live, Rich Swann, Akira Tozawa, Lee Brian Kendrick, and Tony Nese. There may be a couple more names added in there, but that's all that's been confirmed now. They've said it's exciting to come from Norwich for the first time, says Triple H. The passion for our fans in the UK makes every show incredible, unforgettable experience. Well, it's very interesting they're doing another UK tournament, or maybe more of a live show kind of thing. We'll have to see what happens with that. Oh, and now, former WWE superstar Adam Rose announced on Twitter that he's planning to retire after this year. He wrote, "This will be my last year wrestling. Thank you for all those who got it. Thank you for even more to those who didn't. You pushed me harder. Much love." Well, I wish you all the best in your future endeavours. And Finn Balor made his return to WWE action Friday night in Buffalo, New York. As you should know, if you watch my wrestling discussion, he teamed with Chris Jericho and Sami Zayn to take on Triple H and Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. The crowd chanted "Welcome back" and popped like a motherfucker for him. I watched the video. The entire arena went mental. He's expected to return tomorrow night. Balor and his team picked up the victory. And now this is going to be a long story. Let's just get into it. TNA Impact Wrestling sent a cease and desist letter Friday or Saturday to Matt Hardy, basically demanding that the Hardys stop using the broken characters and anything related to them. Impact Wrestling is claiming they own the intellectual property of the gimmick since it was created while Hardys were under contract with the company. Here's what Anthem Ed Norhold said on Twitter just shortly before the news of the legal threat became public. "We thank Matt Hardy Band for a superb performance in the Broken Universe. May the Seven Devotees guide their broken buildings left behind. Matt Hardy brand Broken Universe will always be here. Kudos to the creative team behind the vision, Jeremy Borash and 3 other people. I don't actually know who they are." Matt has filed a trademark on it. It'll be interesting to see how the legal battle plays out. After that has come public, Rebby Hardy posted a rant about TNA management, warning that bad language because I'm not going to censor whatever she said. Can we just talk about how many times Matt's contract could have been broken due to numerous issues with TNA and never made a fuss about shit? But motherfuckers want to try and come at us now after the fact. Don't you have the hour to promote or some shit, or I don't know, a company to make great instead of acting like petty little bitches that you are? Speaking of petty, nice video package on TNA history with no visual or mention of Jeff, who gave all for 7 years, or Kurt, but you'll make sure you get 2 video ID shoots of Jeff Jarrett in there laughing my ass off. But it's just business, brother, right? Petty, everything these boys have done to the company, and you want to try and fuck us. For the sake of it, literally no other reason except you mad, lol. How about my husband leaving me a day after giving birth to make your TV tapings? How about dedicating this motherfuckers was the company? How about the 3 highest rated TV segments to 2016 were financed by the Hardy solely to help the product, and because they believed in TNA, or all the shit taken by JJ through contract negotiations. Matt was still there professionally and trying to make things work in 2017, and this is the best part, these motherfuckers are trying to come after Senior Benjamin. Laughing my ass off, I can't. Senior Benjamin, my dad, by the way, who was never paid a dime by the company and who was obviously never under contract. Not that those contract things mean anything to TNA until they're over, or until 3 days before they expire, apparently. The only thing is, everyone who ever actually had anything to do with the broken Matt Hardy has our back on this. What do you say? What does that say to you? Damn near 20% of your rosters leave in the span of a week, all citing the same reason, or none at all. What does that tell you? That these fake ass wishing you well tweets from Ed Norholm means hours before threatening to sue us. Such fitting end, man. Seriously, you couldn't write this shit. Well, TNA couldn't write this shit. Any writers worth shit left too. Read cute how TNA can go radio silent for weeks, with the exception of nonsensical drunk text from JJ, but we get a 2-hour deadline to respond. Good luck explaining to your talents where their paychecks are late again because you're spending all this cash suing the Hardys. And fuck that owl. Wow, that was a rant. This shit isn't over. Ruby Hardy posted more comments regarding the legal threat of TNA over the rise of the broken Hardys. There's so much more I want to say, but I'll refrain out of respect for people who don't want their personal business in our mess for now. What I don't understand is why the company's already fighting an uphill battle would make our own warpath even steeper. Trust, I haven't had one person affected by this response. Hey, maybe you should chill. Not the only one who feels this way. Only difference is nothing to lose but pulling it all out there. And boys, yeah, they're good, bet. They're going to be just fine, but don't come for hard work, loyal dudes who've nothing but right by you in through. Shady business and expert silence. Because you don't give a fuck. Everyone else out there can call what they want, but I go hard for my family and what I believe is right. And even harder when something is wrong. These motherfuckers are dead wrong for this. It's not about the money, it's not about the gimmick, it's about the principle. And we have more! We have one last one, guys. Ruby Hardy posted another update on the legal issue with the update. TNA sending spooky letters to Cable 5 threatening to sue them for the air of the Hardys, trying to screw Ring of Honor and ruin wrestling for fans. Hardy's just existing and providing for our family, mind you. I think they believe that they own our birth certificates at this point. TNA are trying to ruin wrestling for our fans, spite, but contracts are up. You let them expire, remember? You don't own these boards. Irony is, Matt's contract didn't include exclusivity. He could have legally appeared on any television program while under TNA contract. Don't ever want to hear anyone talk about burning bridges when this move, which fucks Ring of Honor and Cable 5, leaves most ashes behind. TNA would rather destroy a business relationship with Ring of Honor and Cable 5 for the sake of trying to fuck with the Hardys. Think about that. Who's going to want to work with you now? I mean, with the exception of GFW guys coming to Impact tapings for $20 towards Greyhound fares. Wow. A lot of personal shit got aired out there. Whew. God. Luckily, that's the end of the rant for now. I'll probably have some for Wednesday. I think TNA is a bunch of twats for that. It does not state in their contract about any gimmick being owned. Does it? He could appear anywhere as a broken Matt Hardy, but as soon as the contract ends, oh no, we own that. Nope, you can't have that. Bloody annoying. But anyway, this was Wrestling Newsroom. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like if you have. Subscribe to see more content, and I'll catch you later.